OWA is a fairly new entertainment complex located at the very southern point of Alabama in Foley, near the Gulf Coast. It opened just a few years ago, and one of the largest selling points with it was that located right inside it would be a brand new amusement park. It's not too often you see an amusement park built from the ground up in the US, but just a couple of years ago, we got to see the park at OWA make its debut. It's home to 3 roller coasters, a ton of family attractions, and it looks like it's going to keep on growing. In this video, you'll get to hear about my experience at the park, as well as the things that you won't want to miss when you visit. Now let's first talk about the entry experience. The area outside of the park at OWA is very much in the style of a downtown Disney or Universal City Walk. There's various restaurants and shops that you have to walk through in order to get to the main park. And the park at OWA is not some place that you can just enter for free and walk around. At least this past year it wasn't. Pre-COVID, you could enter the park for free, but since COVID, they charge a $5 non-rider fee in order to control the amount of people in the park. But if you're interested in riding, you can't pay per ride. You just get a general wristband, and that's about $22. So that's actually really cheap for an amusement park. We will see if they go back to eventually making this place free to enter again, but as of when this video is being made, that's how it was. The park is a very nice, simple design. The ticket counter is right next to the front gate, and once you're in, you're greeted with this fountain, a big OWA sign, and the first ride you'll see is the very far end of Rolling Thunder, which is the signature ride here. And pretty much the entire park follows the length of this one roller coaster. That's the centerpiece of OWA. Once you're in the park, you have the ability to go to the left or to the right. Assuming you're going straight for Rolling Thunder, you'll want to stick to the right. But one thing I can appreciate about this park, even though Rolling Thunder takes up the exact center of the park, there are multiple pathways going underneath the ride so you can cut across to the other side and you don't have to go all the way around. To complement the overall look of the ride, various fountains line either side of the attraction almost the entire way down. Aesthetically, it's very pleasing, plus it doubles as a place that you could sit down, relax. Near many of the fountains, you'll find shaded tables and chairs, which is much appreciated should you decide to get food in the park. I personally did not eat anything while I was at OWA, but that shaded area certainly came in handy when it started pouring buckets of rain and I needed to take shelter. The color palette for the park, as well as OWA in general, is very distinct. It has a general seaside feel, so lots of sandy tans, light browns, soft greens, light blues, and that translates from the buildings all the way to some of the rides, which really helps unify everything together. So presentation is very solid. Everything looks nice. There is a lot of concrete, I will say that, but at least it's not blacktop, so it could be worse. Could the park use more flowers and plants? I mean, yeah, I would say that. Now let's talk about the rides. What makes the park at OWA unique is that this is a Zamperla showcase. Almost every ride here was built by Zamperla. One of the only rides here that is not a Zamperla is they do have a classic Sally shooting dark ride called Mystic Mansion. It's an updated version of their Boo Blasters dark ride. Very well done, good fun. That's one of the newer rides in the park. But other than that, every roller coaster or flat ride that you're going to see is a Zamperla. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on Rollin' Thunder, the signature ride here, I do have a separate review of that on my channel. But other than that, they have a kiddie coaster, a spinning wild mouse, there's a disco, an air race. I mean, lots of these are good rides. But as a result, I think this park is definitely geared towards more of a family audience. And the park is still fairly small. They left room to grow, which is good. But as of right now, I mean, you don't need a full day here, especially if the park is not busy. I'm pretty sure when I went here, there were more ride operators than guests. It was very deserted. Granted, we did go right before a tropical storm, so that probably had something to do with it. I have no idea how busy this park normally gets, but either way, I don't think you should plan on necessarily needing a full day at OWA, not just the park, but all of OWA. I think they do plan on changing that. I mean, off to the side when we were there, we could see the framework for this giant metal arch, and what we found out is that apparently that's where their indoor water park will be going. So that's going to be their next big expansion. So maybe when that opens, I could see you spending a full day at this whole complex. But we only did a couple hours at the actual park, which was more than enough. Now I do have to make a complaint about the park at OWA, and that is that while we were there, just about every ride broke at one point or another. So either Zamperillas have a ton of technical problems, or OWA maintenance doesn't know what they're doing, because the Starflyer broke, so did Rollin' Thunder, the Dark Ride, the Disco, even some kiddie rides. So I think they definitely got some stuff that they can work on. It doesn't look good when all of your rides are having technical issues. But if they can get that figured out, then I mean, overall, I think they have a pretty solid place here. I don't think it's one that I'll be dying to go back to anytime soon. But for what it was, I mean, I had a good time here. The place looked well taken care of, and I could see how this could be a good draw for people visiting the Gulf Shore. But I'd love to hear from your thoughts. If you've been to the park at OWA, what did you think of the place? Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you think there's anything I missed? You can let me know down in the comments below, and of course make sure to stay tuned for more park reviews here at Coaster Studios, and I'll see you next time.